Hello, I am Nimja, and this is Surprising Sleep Instructions. This file will put you to sleep at the end, so I hope that you're very comfortable and laying down where you can fall asleep. If not, why are you listening to this? These are sleep instructions after all, and if you don't intend to sleep, why would you be listening to those? So let's assume for now that you're listening to this because you want to sleep. But you're not asleep yet. You're listening to my voice right now. And as such, you know that you're awake. Although, what is being awake exactly? Is it an awareness of yourself and the things you do? But you have the same things in your dreams, even if you're not fully aware of when you have them. You may not remember your dreams, but while inside of them, it feels real. So right now, are you awake or are you asleep? Are you drifting and dreaming and wondering a seemingly innocent voice telling you what kind of things are going on? Or is this reality? Just another place, a space for you to relax. There might be some confusion as you listen, but that's all right. It's not an illusion, just a dream. And dreams can play tricks on our mind. Even while awake, there are sometimes moments when we daydream, and they seem very real indeed. It's only when we blink that we realize that what we think is not exactly the reality that's out there, but the reality that's in there in your mind, where you find the most amazing things to think. When you're really asleep, you might not even notice it creeping up on you when eyelids become heavier and heavier and you just want to close your eyes feeling comfortable and calm. There can be countdowns as well, though they're not always as clear as you think they are. See, a countdown often goes from 10 down to 1. But they may be interrupted by something, or maybe just counting back up to wake you back into sleep. Because are you awake or are you asleep is a question that you may not often wonder, but it's one that can affect you quite deeply. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, Most people, it's just a thing that they do. Falling asleep without realizing it, closing their eyes one blink after the next, and the space between blinks is just a little longer than before. Instead of less than a second, a couple of hours, it's nothing. Sometimes you may not even notice yourself falling asleep. Wonder if that's ever happened to you. That you closed your eyes and didn't really think about opening them again, drifting to sleep for a moment to drop, and drifting so wonderfully, thinking about whatever comes to mind. And then when you open your eyes again, a little more awake, you actually find yourself surprised. Because for some reason you actually fell asleep for a little while. In a way, this is the same. And I won't get in your way while you're trying to sleep. Because that's why you're here. You want to sleep. And it might surprise you to know that it is quite easy after all to drift to sleep when you have some practice. Now there might be somewhere to practice or some when, and I might even know the moment. Because right now we're doing a bit of practice called fractionation. It's a very curious thing that when you try it, it affects your mind in different ways. Sometimes you drop very deep without realizing it, and then you awake again. Or maybe you could be trained to respond to those words. That the word drop is just a simple instruction that allows you to remember how nice it felt to go down and down into trance, because going down into trance relaxes your body and quiets your mind. And yet, when you practice it enough, you may not even realize how easily you drop into trance just like that. There's a moment to wake again as well. When you become aware of the wonderful ways that I've called you down there and then back up again, I wonder if you need more motivation to meander in your mind into wonderful snoozing territory. See, there's an up and a down, a drop and a wake. And I know that you want to sleep. You're here to listen to fall asleep. So let's practice. Take a deep breath in, then close your eyes as you exhale. And notice how nice that feels. Again, a deep breath in, and then maybe even closing your eyes already before you exhale, just enjoying the moment and letting it scale the mountain of drifting and dropping even easier. There's some concept of falling asleep, but most of the time it happens without you being aware, which can be kind of strange to know that you can fall asleep without the rest of your body noticing. Is it a slow process? Or is it something that happens on an instant, like a drop, just making your mind go quiet, silent and still? A wonderful way to will yourself down, drifting and dropping in a state of sleeping trance. Do you enjoy the dance, the up and the down, when you awake again and feel yourself all floaty and calm inside, knowing that the different ways of dropping allow you to sink deeper? Like a drop in the ocean falling, a fluttering ripple deeper down below. And now you can feel how that improves around you. There are so many ways in which your body can relax that I wonder if you're aware of them all. Especially that while you're listening, you've been relaxing more and more, letting your hands become heavy, your shoulders dropping. And then there's the different moments around you, the fantastical, the wonderful, the elements of dreams. And all of these elements can be new and reused, moving in place like infinite puzzle pieces, creating a tapestry of new sensations. Sometimes referencing back to the known, while at others going completely wild in wonderful ways. There's just a few letters, a few words, a few stories before you're completely done for. You've been focusing this whole time without realizing it. sometimes forgetting to blink, but then closing your eyes as I mention it and dropping deeper. That wonderful feeling of letting go. Well then, let me count you down again and help you into a wonderful state of sleep. 10, 9, drifting deeper. 8, crawling slowly forward. 7, like a little turtle on the beach. 6, your footsteps melting away with the sand being washed anew. 5, allowing your mind to be as blank as the sand. 4, with no proof of reality's existence. 3, it's all just a dream. 2, a wonderfully relaxing dream. 1, sleep. You can take off your headphones and sleep.